Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Roderick from Rants About Tech, and today we're going to be talking about the Supernote A6X2 from Ratta, and this is going to be a quick video just talking about the things that I've noticed since I've had it for the short time that I've unboxed it. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed about this device is the ability for you to quickly get to your notes. It's really note-taking specific. I will give it that. It's really geared towards that, and a lot of the thought and design has gone into that. Even, not just the software like it is in most of these devices, but in also the hardware. So I'm just going to hit on a couple of things that I found right off the top, just in my limited time with it. But right off the gate, like I mentioned, they've considered note-taking in the hardware too, like no one else, where they have these sensitive sidebars here. I'm sure you can see these gray bars here on both sides, and those bars allow you to swipe, and a swipe down on the right side for me because I'm right-handed, and you can set these up in the options to be whatever side you want to do what, if you're left-handed or right-handed. But this is probably the biggest thing I love about this particular product, right? No one has thought to do this. Give you really quick access to everything that you work on from the gate. So I've talked about the books products having the ability to have widgets on the home screen that allow you to mimic some of this functionality right here, but that's something you have to dig into the settings and kind of configure for yourself and get how you want it and kind of think that through yourself, right? But this is done for you. They did all of that thinking for you. They realized that, hey, you probably want quick access to your most recent files. Bam, it's right there. They know you probably want the ability to create a quick note if you want to. Bam, it's right there. They know the last note is something you might want to get to because you just jumped out to do something real quick and you're jump back into it. They got open last note, open last document. And then they got the quick access that lets you put any note or page right here. And I'm not sure if you can put documents right here, but I'm pretty sure that's a possible thing. Let's just check that out real quick. Let's take a look. Insert page, or no. Current page, current note, quick access. So no, it doesn't give you that option with documents, but with links, that's not a problem. You can just handle that there. So let's go ahead and explore some more. You have quick access to, like I said, your most used pages and notes right here. So you can put whatever you want into this list. I think you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 pages of notes to put here to have quick access to whenever you open this menu right here. And that is phenomenal. It's kind of like me creating the widget for the notes and the widget for my Google Drive on the Tab Mini C. I can have quick access to those at a glance, right? Just getting back to the home screen and picking it. But this is kind of like that in that, I go back to the home screen by swiping up on the books. Here, you just push down in here, and it's a well thought out home screen for you right here, essentially, that they've organized in a way that's very conducive to organizing your workflow, very conducive to getting you back to into action after you've done something else for a second. So I love it. And then again, you have quick access to your files here, digest, which is basically any PDFs you've taken notes on or annotated, they'll show up here in your digest. Mail app, calendar app, settings, and any apps you have down here that you've installed, which is only 2 apps, a drawing app and a Kindle app. And I'm not going to be drawing on this thing. It's just for note taking, so I don't have it there. But this is the most useful thing right here. And like I said, that's kind of what I've been trying to recreate on the books. And I think I've successfully done it with the widgets. But man, the Note OS for the books products, or the books products that are for specifically, note taking, and not the tab items that are more tablet replacements. The Note OS just doesn't, it can't compete with this, and it can't compete with the Tab OS for the books, giving you the ability to set up those widgets that can, like I said, mimic some of this functionality. But this is brilliant. It's just brilliant. This is hands down to me, the single best feature of this device, and pretty much sets the tone for what you're going to be doing with this device. It's saying we are a singular focused device on note taking and document reading, managing documents. That's what this is showing you right here. I love it. It's so specific and so well thought out, more importantly. Now, the next thing is you can swipe up on this, and we're still talking about the hardware design issues or design decisions here, because no one's thought about implementing hardware into the note-taking experience, but that's how focused this device is. Not only is the software note-taking specific, the hardware is note-taking specific. So you can swipe up on here and it'll refresh the screen for you, and there are lots of different reasons why you would want to do that. If you've been moving things around, just say, let's just select this right here. And we're going to get a little bit of ghosting here. Maybe we get ghosting, maybe we won't. Huh. That's pretty good. Well, if you do get ghosting, where as far as the image will get left behind, say I were to move this over here, sometimes the image some of the image will remain behind, like a little grayed out, and that's called ghosting. And you can just kind of refresh real quick. This is a limitation of technology, but I have a video right here that you can check out if you don't know about e-ink technology and you want to see how it differs from the typical LED LCD technology. But moving on to the other side over here, so we have a undo and a redo. So let's do this right here. So I got that square there. I can quickly undo that, and if I want it back, I can swipe and redo. It's just so nice to have these functions that you are gonna use tons of times throughout the life of this device are just baked into the hardware, so it's not even like you need specific knowledge of where these tools are, how to get into them. It's just right there for you at your disposal. Now, another thing that I'm not too keen on this, but you can, hold two fingers on this sidebar too, and gives you add some functionality of being a lasso select tool. If you were to hold those same two fingers on the actual screen of the device, it turns into it's supposed to, and I've had some problem with this thing being reliable, but all right, where do I have to hold this? Oh boy. Let's see if we can get it to work this time. Well, two fingers is supposed to turn this into an eraser, and it will eventually. Okay, so no, it's not going to let us do that today. It's like, nope, we don't do that functionality here today. All right, so typically you can do that, right? You'll be able to put two fingers here, circle it, and it'll just erase it for you. And that's some functionality that's built right in. Let's see if I can do it here. Nope, not going to do it there either. All right, let's continue on. That is super, super cool to me. And those are the features that I have found the most useful and that set the tone for what you're going to get and how it's going to deliver it to you with this particular device. And just one more thing before I go, I want to talk about the writing field, because that's another big thing. You can't help but notice that, right? So this particular pen right here, and let me go ahead and show you guys this nib. So this particular pen right here has a porcelain nib on it, which is different than what you're going to get on most other devices, because most other devices are going to have a soft nib or a soft tip. This tip right here is so hard. It's a porcelain nib. And I like that. It creates a pen on paper type of feel when you couple that with the softness of this particular screen here. So let's go ahead and focus back on that. So when you add that to the softness of the screen, and the screen is really soft, you can dig into this screen really good, and you'll leave a divot, not periodically, but you'll leave a divot momentarily in the screen if you press down really hard to write. It's self-healing, so it does bounce back, and you don't even notice that it was there or like that at all. Very cool, very nice feeling screen. So I like that soft touch on there. It creates a really good dynamic, similar to a stack of paper with a pen. This comes the most close to that feel for me. It doesn't nail it 100%, but it comes as close as any other device, or closer than any other device that I've tested so far. So those are the big things. Oh, one more thing. It feels good. it's plastic, right? And I thought it was plastic. It feels whatever. It feels good. When you pick up the metal devices, it feels cold in the hands. You know, it doesn't feel as inviting to touch. Because this is plastic, it's kind of warm to the touch. It doesn't feel cold and hard and rigid. It has a really like welcoming feel. It makes you want to touch it. Not that the other devices don't make you want to touch them too, but it's just a different feel. This definitely it makes a connection with you. Let's put it that way. This device definitely makes a connection with you, and you feel connected to it because of all the design elements that are involved with it. All right, so that's just an initial couple of things I've noticed, but I'm gonna do more work on this device. I'm gonna dig more into it, try to figure out more ways to work it into my workflow. But for right now, those are the glaring things that I noticed. There are some bad, and I'll bring those to the table too, but for now, that's gonna do it for me. This has been the Nomad A6X2 from Ratta, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.